Alright, what is up, guys? It's GD, and welcome back for more Doki Doki Literature Club gameplay. Okay, let's continue. Oh, it's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard anything from Sayori since she left the club earlier the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind between what Sayori said and what Monica said. Is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feeling aside when she's meeting me? I decided to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made a habit of simply entering each other's house like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her room where I finally find her. Sayori, hi GD. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. Have you haven't heard? You haven't come over like in the long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not just, not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. Hehehe. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I ended up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but wait, how did you know that Sayori had already left by the time we decided the last meeting? Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true, but what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course, I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday when something's wrong. You can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So Sayori smiled, shaking her head. That's no good, JD. Why can't I why can't it be like it's always been? It's all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake when you wouldn't have been worried about me at all, you wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even think about me right now. But this is my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. No, no, no. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. I just want it just wants to torture me. No, Sayori, that's not it. I grabbed Sayori by shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this, so tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Ahahaha. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, GD. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? Hehehe. You're really just going to make it. You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, GD? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole time. Come on, this is bad. Did you know what? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there is what reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like, and that's why I just want to make everyone happy without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is this possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Eh? Why is it that you never told me about this? It's almost feels like I've never betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. Alright. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all. GD, why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. Ahaha, that's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. Ahaha, you're right, and I don't understand. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori, but I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you to stop hurting, that's all what I'll do. No, GD, there's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what horrible person I am. Tears streaked down on Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish, and I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. Ugh. I'm just a weak and selfish, that's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept this punishment, because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulder. This time I pull her into tight embrace. Ugh! GD, Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it the other way. GD, Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms are being wrapped around her, Sayori's arm remains at her side. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this, GD. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. Okay, where's the sin? So I don't know anything. It's really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Yuri. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayori let me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah, it's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? That's what I want, I promise. I think that would be nice. Then, yeah, Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I would really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for you to meet me at home at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? Of course you love me, of course. It's kinda hard for me to. Come on, what the fucking dude are you? But I'm trying my hardest. It's okay, I don't worry about it much. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright, what's wrong with this dude? I'll look forward to it. What's wrong with this dude? I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. It's hard for me to keep thinking about when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayori's right. I shouldn't be worrying out too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. Okay. I approach my house. Why does my house look like Sayori's house? As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri! Thank goodness, you're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here, but I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I known, I would have reassured you hurried and even more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. There should be some common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it will be fine. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. Ah ha ha ha. I cleaned it before you came, so that's very considerate for you to do. Oh no. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. Yuri snatched me. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of me. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both her hands firmly in her lap as if it's making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yeah. I have few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lightning, aromatherapy therapies. Oh wow. I didn't know you plan on taking that far, of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place, although many will stop there just out of curiosity and for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel very relieved and kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I bought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during poetry event. Oh yeah, like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have this in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use candles to the light room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? I think that would be really neat. What's the wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's diffuser for essential oils. How unfamiliar are you with aromatherapy? not familiar at all. Is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel the permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes the switch on the bottom. It's just a moment a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole on the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I choose jasmine for the band because it provides more relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that will be perfect for sharing our poems if those sounds suitable? But you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase an origami paper I asked you to get me? Yeah, I have it over here. You won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is to write different words on each paper. You will need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper into the ribbons to create doorway curtains. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It will also catch the eye of the passing by the room. It may attract some people to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. Ooh, Yuri giggles with her red cheeks. Is it just me, or she's more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Chidi. You can write anything, any characters you want. I'll help you once if I finish cutting the ribbons. Alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my band handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a packet of knife. The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle is an intricate pattern of waves etches into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It really looks fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know. If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promised. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. Okay. No weird. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. Even if it kills other person, okay? The combination of craftsmanship and feeling of danger, maybe. What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird of this. Ahaha. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. Well, it's an interesting to be into, I guess, but I think it kinda suits you. Suits me? It's kind of intense. Ahahaha. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. Is it? It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me to the knife, with the knife facing me. I take it and turn it around my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow, GD, why did you do that? I didn't expect to be sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. The knife is extremely sharp. Why would a girl bring a knife? It can cut your skin like it's a paper. Oh my god. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down side of my finger. Yuri takes my hands and Though in a closer look, she stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it for now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger. Oh my god! I feel her tongue curling around my finger. I instinctively pulled my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head with her face burning. Yuri, you're a vampire. That's the most embarrassing thing I could ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sure it was a little weird and took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overacting a little. Ooh. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her in their face in return. GD! Did you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. It's not for sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Judy. Yuri giggles silly. Yuri calling me weird? I had no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension quickly lifted. We each resume our perspective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out by side. It looks better than I expected and will very be effective as door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking, come up with Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move into the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. That's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me is to buy a kit of watercolor and paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to pitch each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. And just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill cups too much, it will be diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glass. I put them on a plate and catch any paint that drips, then backs it away into my room. Yuri! Yes! I've come to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint gradient across the banner, starting with the colors of our sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it out on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Neat. What are you going to write? Well, it will be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on the opposite side so we wouldn't get in the way of each other. Yuri used a brush and adds some few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as color guide when we paint. I think it kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on the banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class project we had back then. It's relaxing. Oh, I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know. Yeah, I think it's fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself, for me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with the other push one on other person, even if it's something simple like reading. It doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner and to grab some unused paintbrush, but I moved at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Yeah, sorry. Yuri reels back and I quickly lifts my hand into surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me a little. That's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, totally my fault. I'll get the towel right away. I rush and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. In return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Oh my god, thumbnail! Okay, I pat down Yuri's face and neck with towel. Is something wrong? It's hot, I didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to react my hand. But Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize when she reads her book, almost as if she's lost in daze and enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently out through the slightly parted lips. What is happening is the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me dizzy feeling. Yuri's gentle fingers wrap around my wrist and a tingly sensation through my arm, and suddenly face seemed to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry, I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over. As soon as it began, Yuri picks up her brush again. Her movement seems clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. Alright, that should do it. I finish filling the night sky with the white dots and look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and neutral looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add some lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here. Then have you bring it in the morning. I could do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more of us to do here. Phew. Ha ha ha. You say that you're like glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you didn't have any much time left? I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself, I think it would be too irresponsible for me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be much more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. It's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we've got everything done, right? Yeah. So I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. That's why. I understand why. It sounds like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her on front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad to be able to. Just let me know if there's anything else you need for me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. Well, I guess see you tomorrow. Wait. I kinda say without thinking about today. Is it fine that we didn't have as much as time as we wanted? Because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over or we can go out somewhere. Ah, I forgot, you don't like going out much. As I stumbled my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know I'm trying to say, so you're very thoughtful, GD. Yuri takes a step closer to me and briefly squeezes my hand. Thumbnail. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? I don't even get a chance to Yuri as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori, I guess I need a cliffhanger. That's all for today, guys. See you tomorrow for the next video. Okay, see you in the next video.